Alright, so today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to watch a clip of hasanabi today and talk about why I don't really agree with the take that he has in the clip. This was when he was covering the Twitter hearings a couple days ago on his stream, and I just want to make something clear before I watch this clip really quick. I'm not making this video because I think Hasan's a bad guy, or, I think he's terrible, or like I fucking hate him now for what he said in the clip. It's just I don't agree with what he says personally at all. I just have a completely different take on it. But usually I have usually when I see Hasan's take on like these types of issues, on social issues and stuff like that, I usually agree with him. Like 99.9% of the time, I would say I usually agree with him on most of the things that he says. But we are going to watch this clip here, and it's not a long clip.
Right here at the top here, this isn't even my line of questioning, but I'd like to submit to the record a Washington Post article now warning about Hunter
Biden. And we watched this AOC clip a couple videos ago. I don't remember what day.
Biden laptop disinformation, the guy who leaked it. Here's the deal. Before I even get into my questions, I think that the story here with the Washington Post reporting is that what they're saying right here, when the New York Post first reported in October 2020 that it had obtained contents of a laptop computer allegedly owned by Joe Biden's son Hunter, there was an immediate roadblock faced by other news outlets that hoped to corroborate reporting, as many did. The newspaper wasn't sharing what it obtained. New York Post had this alleged information and was trying to publish it without any corroboration, without any backup information. They were trying to publish it to Twitter. Twitter did not let them, and now they were upset. I believe that political operatives who sought to inject explosive disinformation with the Washington Post.
Psycho Charmant, thank you for the 100 gifted subs. That's crazy. Jesus Christ. 100 big ones, boys.
It's coming.
Couldn't get away with
Sorry.
it. And now they're livid. And they want the ability to do it again. They want the ability to inject this again.
For the record, I don't agree with AOC. Like, I do think that it's explosive material, blah, 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 all this shit. I don't think Twitter should be able to censor that kind of information just because it's like not favorable information. I across the board don't agree with this.
And, he says other stuff that's not really... he talks about that he thinks that, these hearings are, a waste of time and other stuff like that. That's the only part of the clip that I wanted to play, but, he doesn't really say anything else that I would say I disagree with in any way, but that's ultimately where the only part of what he said that I take issue with. I don't agree with him saying that Twitter shouldn't have the right to censor or block that information. It's a social media company. When you look up Twitter, it says it's a social media company. They themselves have said that it's a social media company above all else. If Twitter was more so like a news aggregator site, maybe like Reddit, that is an actual that's more it's like a social news aggregator site, but still it's like news aggregation. If it was more so like Reddit, I could maybe see where he would be coming from with that. But Twitter's not like Reddit. Again, it's like pretty much strictly like social media, and a lot of people do get their news off of Twitter. I get news off of Twitter. Routinely. I'll go on Twitter, and that's the first time that I hear or see about something that's going on, major event or whatever. People do get their news off of Twitter, but to AOC's point, and again, we watched this video a couple videos ago. It's the New York Post. They're not reliable. Number one, they're owned by Rupert Murdoch, and number two, they didn't really. The original article, there was not. It was kind of just, we didn't really know if that laptop was real. We didn't know about that evidence, so. It's not even like, Hasan says it's just because it's not favorable information. It's not. It isn't favorable information, but above all else, we don't even know if it's like reliable information. Okay. And before I played the clip, a couple of minutes before in the stream, he said that they pretty much uncovered that Twitter's moderation policies pretty much adhere to like the right wingers, conservatives and shit like that, which is true. I mean, that's true. But ultimately, Twitter, if they want to block people, you know, from talking about this or sharing the like a link to this story, they have every right to do that. You know, I don't. I think that they do. You guys might not agree with that. Obviously, Hasan doesn't agree with that, but they have, if you know, if they want to block people from saying certain words or sharing certain things, there's, you know, as shitty as I think that this rule could be, and how, you know, how companies use something like that to really do damage. You know, it's their, ultimately it's their decision, right? You know, it's a social media platform. They can choose what content they want on there and what content they don't want on there. And then again, ultimately it comes down to the people enforcing the rules on the site. Okay. You know, if they don't want to enforce their own guidelines, if they don't want to enforce their own rules, if they don't want people to follow their own TOS, you know, that's Twitter's problem. Okay. It's a problem that Twitter has. It's, you know, the fact that I've said this a million times. The fact that we're even having hearings about this is fucking ridiculous. There's actual issues that we need to be addressing, and we're sitting here talking about Twitter. You know, that's the most ridiculous part about all of this. But, you know, I just wanted to make a small video talking about this, talking about why I don't really agree with Hasan's take. And again, you know, I don't think, you know, he's like a bad person for saying that or anything. You know, that's his opinion. I personally disagree with his opinion. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you like the video, then please hit that like button and walk on over to that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button and then press that little bell to turn on all notifications so you guys never miss an upload.